Well, hi there. I hope you don't mind if I reminisce a bit. Back in my salad days, when I was a full-time student at the University of Minnesota Minneapolis campus, I was also a full-time employee at KSTP Radio and TV. They were the 50,000-watt radio affiliate of the NBC network in the Twin Cities. I was a disc jockey, and I loved the job. I was on the air for 2.5 hours a night, Monday through Friday from the main studio, and then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights, I was on the air all night with what KSTP called the North Star service. This was the station's all-night version of NBC's weekend and continuous Monitor program. Some of you old-timers will remember NBC Monitor. You're on the Monitor beacon. Remember that? I had the luxury of an engineer at the controls at the main studio on University Avenue, while I had to spin my own platters in the small control room type studio at the transmitter site in Maplewood. The Art Deco type building where the transmitter was located and my little studio was built back in 1939. I took pride in the fact that I was hired by KSTP's program director at the time, Leigh Kamman. He was considered the leading jazz broadcaster in the Twin Cities, and in later years until his death in 2014 at the age of 92, he hosted a Saturday night jazz program on Minnesota Public Radio, and that was networked also to the other NPR stations across the nation. Back in 1962, Leigh Kamman acquired a musical theme for the station. Now, many felt, and I agreed, that it was too good a musical piece to be called a jingle, as were common in radio stations back then. With permission from the station, I'm going to share that 1962 theme with you. Listen closely, and I think you'll find that, in your mind, the lyrics paint a mini travelogue picture of the Twin Cities.
The sound of the city, the sounds that are heard in St. Paul and Minneapolis, where the mighty Mississippi journeys onward to the sea. When twilight settles on the city, gently bringing in the night, pine trees silent in the stillness, fading slowly out of sight. Hear the sound of the city, the sounds that are heard in the Twin Cities on KSTP, Minneapolis-St.Paul.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Those were the days. Steve Cannon, who later became a drive-time personality at WCCO Radio in Minneapolis, he had the program called The Cannon Mess. He was great. He was there on KSTP's airwaves. I always enjoyed our brief conversations every Monday morning. When I would come in, Steve Cannon was just going on the air, and I was getting off the air and ready to get some sleep before going to school. Fellow announcers at the station included the legendary Jimmy Valentine and KSTP pioneer Brooks Henderson, and a personality that I listened to and envied as a teenager. When I was out in Valley City, North Dakota, I would pick up KSTP and listen to Don Doty on duty. Boy, I remember that. I was thrilled to have him break me in out at that transmitter studio. Well, those were instructive days for me. I really valued them. But after graduation in 1964, I came back to North Dakota and later moved to the 8 to 5 side of broadcasting. I was indeed a fortunate young lad, and as an old lad, I still am. Thank you for listening.